We've got another 2-box nickel hunt, kinda, and I'll tell you what I mean in just a moment. Hey everyone, it's RobFindsTreasure. Welcome back to my channel. We have another 2-box nickel hunt on our quest to find the last nickel for the Series 2 album. We just need the one nickel, the 50D. We've hunted 175 boxes so far through 156 episodes, and this is episode number 157. Now, I said in the intro, we have a 2-box hunt, but this box, when I look through the holes in the bottom, looks like there's a lot of new nickels mixed in with some circulated ones, so I don't know how good this first box will be, but we'll hunt it anyway because there are some circulated enders that I can see, and this box looks pretty promising. That being said, I'll give you guys a look at the books at the end when I compare all of today's finds to them, and fingers crossed we can find some buffalo nickels, some silver nickels, any better dates like the last hunt, or even that 50D. Let's crack open this first box. I'm curious to see how bad it looks on the top side, because like I said, the bottom side did not look that good through the hole. So curious to see what it looks like. Yeah, we've got a lot of brand new nickels in here. So this is going to be a tough box. That's why we're kicking it off with it. Still never know though. You could always find something, even if the box doesn't have a lot of things in it. All right, let's get to hunting. I'll bring you and I have my first find in the first box. Well, we're 20 rolls into this mostly new box. I think it's about 50 to 60% new nickels. We do have a 57D and a 59D. And then I didn't notice it, but the last coin was an ender. It has the ring of death on the back. And that's going to be a 1941 Philadelphia. Roll number 33 already, but we do have another find. It's a 1948 Philadelphia. Well, we finished that first box and it went about as well as expected. Like I said, about 60% new nickels as evidenced by the bin here. But we'll take the 4 finds. It gets us on the board, gets us started. I thought about not including this box in the hunt because I knew it was going to be a rough one. But knowing my luck, I would have hunted it anyway, found a 50D, and then had to film it after the fact. So that's why I hunted it. Not a good box. We knew it. This one does look better. Looks like it's a regular nickel box based on what I saw through the holes in the bottom. And so hopefully there's enough finds in this box to make it a fun video. We'll have to see. Looks like we have a short roll or maybe something else in the roll because that's not a full roll, at least compared to the rest. They've had a hard time getting the right amount of coins and the right amount of rolls with the right denominations lately, but that's for another video. Either way, let's go ahead and start hunting the rolls, see if we can get on some goodies, and see if we can get that 50D. Roll number 61 of the hunt, 11th of this box. We do have 6 finds on the board, but I bring in because we do have a 1949 Jefferson Nickel. Is that a 49S? And it is. 1949S is a semi-Key Date Jefferson Nickel, and that's a good find. We don't need it. We found some of these lately, but we'll definitely take it. That's a good start to this box. We've added a 59 and a 57D as well through 11 rolls. Roll number 12 was that short roll, and I haven't counted the coins yet, but I noticed the wrapper was in really bad shape. I don't know what's going on there, but there's lots of dirty coins in here. The ender, which I missed, is a 1941 Philadelphia. I'll let you know if we find more in that roll or if it was short in just a second. Couple of things. That roll was short 1 nickel at 39 nickels, and we did add a 58D from it as well. Roll number 65. We're going to be adding a 1947 Jefferson Nickel from San Francisco as well to the board. Not a semi-Key Date, but definitely a little bit lower mintage on that one. Let's find some more. Well, we're on roll number 86 of the box. It's been kind of a light box again, unfortunately, but I do have a decent find here. We have a 1942 Jefferson Nickel, and that's a transition year where they made some out of 35% silver and some they did not. The silver ones you can identify by the big mint mark above the Monticello in the back. Now, this one does not look silver to me, so it's probably not, but if it is a Denver, it's a lower mintage. And it is a Denver. So 1942 Denver is a lower mintage. And on top of that, we can check for that D over horizontal D over mint mark, which I do not see. But either way, with the lower mintage now, 42 Denver, as well as the lower minted 1949S semi-Key Date, it's not a bad box. Light on finds, but decent finds. Only 14 rolls to go, however. Let's see if we can get on some more goodies. Roll number 88. Second to the last coin of the roll is going to be a 1941 Denver. Roll number 41 is going to be the best roll of the hunt so far. We just pulled out a 1958, and when I flipped it around, it's a Philadelphia. Now, it's in terrible shape, but 1958 Philadelphia nickels are definitely a lower mintage. Not a semi-key date or a key date, but a lower mintage nonetheless. In this condition, no extra value, but I wanted to point that out before I showed you what I just saw in the roll. Take a look at this right here. We've got a Buffalo nickel. It looks old as well. We'll have to see if it has a date. I don't see a date. And I don't see a mint mark. Let me see if there's a mint mark there at the bottom. You know what? That might be a mint mark. A Denver or San Francisco. Could be a Denver. It's got a lot of damage. I might have to nicodate that. Is there a legible date? Man, I don't know. I don't know. It could be a 27 Denver, I'm guessing, based on just what I saw. I'm going to nicodate this coin. It's in pretty rough shape regardless, and I want to know if there's a mint mark and what year it is. Let me do that really quick, and I'll be right back. All right, we've used the trusty nicodate. The date was easy to get. 1920. Came out very good. Easily can see that. The Denver mint mark, you can barely see it. If I put it under the scope, it's harder to see under magnification, but you can definitely see there's a Denver mint mark between the E and C and 5 cents. I'll put it under the scope anyway, but as you can see, it kind of blurs it out. But if I tilt the coin at the exact angle, let me see if I can do this. There you go. You can see that Denver mint mark down there. It just has a lot of scratches and damage. Either way, it's better in hand, as you can see. Denver mint mark, 1920. We will take that. It is nicodated now. 1920 Denver is actually a better date Buffalo nickel. It has just under 10 million minted, and in G4 condition, it's worth about 10 to 12 bucks. Now, in that condition, it's worth a couple of bucks at best. But we got a date. We know what it is. Thank you, Nicodate. Let's get back to the hunt. Well, we finished that second box and no fairy tale ending, no 50D. The best finds of the boxes were the 1942 Denver, the 1947S, the 49S, the 58P in rough shape, and the 1920 Buffalo nickel minted in Denver. Only 5 really good finds. The rest of those are pretty dang common, and I don't think anything on this board is going to update the albums. But 24 finds in 2 boxes, considering the first box only had 4, and we knew it was going to be a tough one. Second box did pretty good with 20 finds overall, including a Buffalo and a few better dates. Let me compare the finds to the albums now. I'll be back with a look at the books and some final thoughts on this 2-box hunt. Well, unfortunately, these nickel recaps are starting to become a broken record because we have no upgrades and no additions to report yet again. And so now after 177 boxes searched, we're just missing that 1950 Denver Key Date Jefferson Nickel. And I don't know if I'm ever going to find it again, but we're going to keep on keeping on and pray that we do. For the Series 3 book, 110 boxes searched, still missing 3 nickels, of course the 50D, and both San Francisco minted 38 and 39 S's. And I thought after getting a couple of S minted older nickels in that box, maybe I'd get lucky and find one of those. Wasn't to be the case. Either way, I still had fun. I know the first box was rough, but I didn't want to send it back without hunting it, and I wanted to make sure I filmed it just in case we got lucky. Hopefully, despite the lack of upgrades and additions and the lack of finds, you guys still found this nickel hunt fun. If you did, I certainly would appreciate that thumbs up. And as always, everyone, happy hunting and thanks for watching.